is back on the ballot for the state Senate District 12 seat. A Tallahassee appeals court reversed a judge's decision that removed Norman from the November 2nd ballot. As we first reported, a lower court disqualified Norman from the ballot for failing to disclose $500,000 his wife received to buy a home. We have team coverage, beginning with Chief Investigator Alan Cohn, who broke the story. Alan?
Linda, the appeals court ruling makes it clear it is reversing the lower court decision to disqualify Norman, not because he didn't take an illegal $500,000 gift, as the trial judge found, but because the state constitution doesn't make filing a false financial disclosure a basis for removing a candidate from the ballot. In their decision, the three-judge panel makes it clear the courts need to be careful in post-election challenges to avoid disenfranchising voters. Jim Norman handily beat Kevin Ambler in the Republican state Senate primary. It was after his primary loss, Ambler sued, claiming Norman was never a qualified candidate because he failed to disclose his financial interest in this Arkansas vacation home listed only in his wife's name. In its decision, the court says there is no inherent power in the courts of this state to determine election contests and the right to hold legislative office. Norman's appellate attorney, Barry Richard, had this reaction.
It would be highly disruptive and would have the effect of truly disenfranchising voters if the lower court's ruling had been affirmed. In this case, as the court found, the challenger knew the facts before the election.
It was in July, 1 month before the primary, that ABC Action News uncovered this previously undisclosed lakefront vacation home in Arkansas. After Ambler filed his suit, Norman acknowledged it was purchased using $100,000 from a joint checking account with his wife and $500,000 from the late Tampa businessman Ralph Hughes, who often appeared before Norman and the county commission. The trial judge ruled it was an illegal gift.
But what the first DCA has said is, as a matter of law, it doesn't matter if Jim Norman properly disclosed that gift or not. Under the Florida Constitution and Florida law, an officer to be eligible as a candidate for office only has to be of a certain age, has to reside in the state of Florida for 2 years prior to the election.
In a statement, Norman's criminal attorney says Norman wants to thank his friends and voters for their steadfast support and confidence in him during this ordeal. This has been a very difficult time for him and his family. He is ready to put this behind him and be a diligent and hard-working state senator. But the question is, what happens next? Will Kevin Ambler appeal to the state Supreme Court? And what impact, if any, will all of this have on the criminal investigation launched after our story first aired? We'll have the answer to those questions at 6.